All right, welcome everybody to the Colony. We've got about 3 minutes left here in practice, getting ready to watch the Wadsworth Grizzlies take on the Highland, is it the Highland Bees?
Highland Hornets.
Highland Hornets. Pretty big conference match here. Grab those last minute snacks, maybe a soda.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a slobber knocker, and get ready to watch some high school bowling.
This time practice is now over. Please hold up on your practice. You can cycle your pin setters to first ball at this time. I'd also like to ask everybody to please stand, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hail
All right, here we go. Last minute preparations. We're going to get this match underway.
It's gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one.
It's going to be a good one, Johnny. That's what we hear from the coach. Doing a little talking there. We've got Highland. They are one loss in the conference, going up against Wadsworth, who is currently undefeated in the conference. I believe they're what, 8 or 9-1
Yes.
overall. Yeah.
The one loss to Worcester, but
Yep.
not conference.
Non-conference match.
And Highland, I believe, took out Twinsburg and Cuyahoga Falls, which were both a little unexpected.
Yeah, from what Coach was saying, their only loss in the conference, I believe he said, was against Brecksville, which I think was a surprise to everybody. But either way, they're right there in second place.
That's all that matters, 110 points to 100 points.
Absolutely, nipping on the heels. Big match for Wadsworth. I think if they win this match today, of course, we don't want to get the cart ahead of the horse. But if Wadsworth wins today, I believe they're pretty much going to wrap up the conference. Highland's looking to put a stop to that. Whole lot of ramifications at play if Highland does win. A bunch of different ways they could actually take the conference away from.
And even if we win, there's still a chance, depending on what happens in the post-tournament match. The post-tournament tournament.
Yeah,
could also,
with the points that Coach was talking about, they're available in different scenarios, right? There's a lot of things that can play out. So,
but it's very important that they win today.
Very important, yeah. Well, one thing at a time. Get this win here at home, and then we can look ahead. Almost in the
starts him out with 10 back. He said, "I'm ready. Let's go."
There, absolutely. We've only got boys in action today, no girls today. So JV and varsity boys.
Which I will say is partially true, because Highland, their varsity team, has a girl bowler on their varsity team. Two-hander, very proficient with the ball.
Yeah, throws it well. Actually, Highland had some of their kids in here over the last week and a half, I'd say. They've been doing some practice, trying to get a little upper hand. Hayden, Barry's 10. Nice shot by him. So yeah, I think we got the newspaper in town. They've kind of been hyping up this match. Pretty good.
And this is the team that 2 years ago they tied at Riviera.
Yeah.
It was a dead tie. And they had to do the 9th, 10th frame. You pick a bowler.
Right, yeah.
We pick a bowler and we go at it.
I gotcha. Pretty good.
It doesn't get much, man. I don't think that's ever happened in Medina County. I was talking to the gentleman from the paper, and he said he don't think it's ever happened in Medina County history except for that time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Let's hope it doesn't come down to that this time.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Highland covering up a spare on 3. And 4. Caden missing the spare on 6. Got Nate up on 5. Looking for the double. And he hopes to hit it. Double for Nate Wyan. Too bad the girls aren't here. They'd say, we want a double. Just a little double.
Don't think we'll hear much of that from the boys today.
No, they don't do that.
They're not so much into cheering. Maybe a let's go or something like that.
Fire me up. Or I heard that one lately coming back up.
Coming off a long break, I know
that cold snap lost some school and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday's match was canceled.
Yeah, Wadsworth was supposed to have Nordonia here at home. That got rescheduled. It was looking like it might have been getting canceled. Like, I don't want to say it was going to get canceled, but there's not much time left in the season to get these matches in.
Right, because they had to get it done by a certain date. Or
Yeah. So I guess thankfully both teams had next Tuesday available. So we'll have a match here at home with Nordonia that I believe is varsity only. Pretty good shot there by the C bowler for Highland.
She knows how to put 10 back, though. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen her at
absolutely.
tournaments and other places.
Rolls it pretty good. You didn't have any frozen pipes at home, did you?
Not I,
No, that's
no.
good.
My heater works great. I got a
awesome.
Century home, so I put it on 75, and it stays about a balmy 60.
Nice.
I don't think it's really 60 though. I think the numbers are wrong, personally.
Sure. Yeah. Well, if it's a little drafty too, it obviously is never going to feel like what the thermostat says.
Right. But I've been doing a lot of work. I ripped out the lath and plaster and most of the outside walls, so
Okay.
I've insulated them.
And insulated, yeah.
There was absolutely zero in there. A couple
I'm
newspaper
sure of that.
articles, and that was about it.
A little high there on lane 3. And we're watching Varsity now. 3, 4, 5, 6 is Varsity. 7 through 10 JV. A little crossover there by Thor, leaves a 6-pin.
Yeah, and they just bowled the Martin Luther King tournament over at Spins Bowl in Akron.
Yeah, I seen they took 2nd place.
Yeah, and that's where the boys and girls all played in the same team, so
Yeah,
they added
yep.
their scores. and
Okay.
It was fun to watch. I had to work, but
I believe we have Norwayne High School bowls out of here as well. They were supposed to bowl that tournament, I believe, but because they don't have a girls team, of course they couldn't bowl.
gotcha.
So they just had a practice day. Wadsworth off to a fairly quick start. A couple doubles up there on 3 and 4. Highland trips a 2-pin. Her B bowler gets going.
There's a double, making up for one of the
Another
Wadsworth
double
doubles.
there, 5 and 6.
Hayden says, I'll just send that messenger over to tell him to do 3 in a row, you know?
Hayden put the old bird dog on her. Looks like Hayden's throwing the Sublime Focus.
They come in a little light, huh? Miss that head pin.
That ball just didn't quite see the lane.
He was having some blister issues at the beginning, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, at the Mount Vernon tournament.
Okay.
He started getting blisters, so they had to take it to the shop and drill it out. Just guess.
I got it.
Drill it out. If it was too big, Chris had mentioned, we'll just put tape in it, but you gotta open it up.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's where the switch grips come in nice.
Yeah, right? Thor on 3 and Alex on 5. Alex slashes him down. Thor ends up with a 6 count. Just came in behind the head pin. Got the bucketless bucket on 4.
What are we looking at here?
Thor missing the pin count there.
The washout.
Yep.
Caden also
Yeah, he's off to a slow start there.
2, 4, 8, 10 on lane 5.
Pounded a strike last time, had a open and a split before that. Definitely don't want to start off down against the opponent like
no.
Highland.
Absolutely not. Fill those frames. That's what we want to look at. If you're not striking, that's okay. We just want to fill some frames. Nate with a washout again on lane 6. Looks like just not the right ball for him. Hayden strikes lane 3. We talked about this before too with Nate. Not sure what ball choice he's gone with there. Here lately, it seemed
like the first one, it's just not getting over.
Yeah,
it's washing out a lot.
Optimum Pearl, Optimum Idol was the ball for him. I'm not sure what he's throwing there right now. Just doesn't look to be the right choice. We'll see what he does here. Good cover by Nate. Highland goes high on lane 3, able to trip out the 610. Definitely want to minimize your opens here early on. The lanes are playing a little tight.
Yeah, it looks like Highland's experiencing some of that as well.
Yep. Spares are going to be definitely the key early on. Good shot there on lane 5. So Johnny, for our viewers at home, we were having a discussion, a couple weeks ago. Might as well talk about this. Score. Most people...
we were.
For the people at home who may not understand how to keep score.
You might not even have to keep score. There's another way.
There is. There are a couple ways. Yeah, we were talking about the old school counting marks. Something that we could utilize here from the booth.
That is true.
Of course, we would need scratch paper to do that, so we can write some stuff down. Good shot there by Caden. After the washout, he comes back and strikes on lane.
Finds
lane
a little
6.
something.
Yeah, a little something there. Looks like Nate moves everything in and goes through the face. Some big news from the Wadsworth team. Hayden Molmaster shot 300.
I heard that in practice.
Was that last week? Last week's practice. Ooh, tough break there for Thor on a 5-pin.
That's going to be expensive on the wallet.
So I put that stuff behind you.
Yep, let it go. Just get back on that strike train.
Yep. Hayden's on a string here. Hopefully, let's see if he can strike again, minimize the damage there. Hayden was on 3 and 4 when he shot that 300.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, kind of makes me wonder if it's a good shot.
Well, he's still going.
If they put him on that pair again, to maybe try to catch lightning in a bottle, right?
Hey, if you can.
Yeah.
There's not many odds of catching lightning in a bottle, but if you have a chance at it, you might as well take every advantage you can.
Absolutely. He's got 5 in a row right now. Thor up on lane 3, looking to break the open string.
Looks like he double bumped the ball on the drop.
Yeah, it was out of his hand a little quick, I think. So yeah, for anybody out there that may not know how score works, anytime you get a strike, it's 10 plus your next ball. I'm sorry, 10 plus your next 2 balls on a strike. Yeah. So it's not, we don't go by frames when you're counting strikes. If you have a double, you still have to wait for the third.
Because then you would have 3 marks in the first frame.
That's correct. So it was kind of interesting when talking with some of the kids that they didn't know how to keep score.
No, I was surprised. I tried to do a learnable moment with them.
Kind of give them a little bit of a teaching moment there. It's pretty important in the game of bowling to know how to keep score. Wash out again by Nate. Just not the right ball. Looks like
his thumb's bothering him a little bit too.
Yeah, Coach Chris isn't here today. It didn't seem like.
No, I have not seen him.
Might be missing some eyes.
He picks up his 10-pin. Good cover.
Hayden stepping up on lane 3. He's got 5 in a row. He's looking for the 6th one right here. Looks pretty good. Comes in a little light. Might have been a little firm. Leaves a 5-pin.
Yeah, he shrugged it off. He's like,
it. Yeah, hey. 279 still in the bag for him if he can make this 5-pin.
It's like Highland's got a bunch of strikes up there too, so not like they're going away.
Yeah, they're definitely hanging around. I mean, that's, you got to figure they're going to strike with you. Definitely have some players on this team that can throw some strikes, so spares will be definitely important. We talked about that. We talk about that all the time. If you're not striking,
especially when you only got 2 games,
there's
2 full games, and then you're on to Baker, so
right. Walk out
every
on
spare is important.
Ian Dave Duke looking for the 110.
Right around it.
Right around it.
I hate that. You always look at it and you're like, all right, he's got it. And
the
then
right
it just
idea.
goes right around
Yep.
it. Happens to me a lot on Thursdays. I'm like, ooh, I got that. And then you're like, no, you don't.
No, I don't. 7 frames and Alex Espy riding the gutter. Not able to get that one back.
Well, better than coming back because it ain't coming back from the gray bar.
Yeah,
so staying on and
379.
getting something's way better than that.
That is true. This is a pretty tough spare to make for a lefty, though. See
Yep.
what Coach does. Don't know if he'll sub somebody out to try to shoot it from the right side. So if Alex can get 2 here, that would be the right idea. Go for 2. He's got a decent game going. He's clean through 6. Looks like he's going for the 2. Smart play. Oh.
That looked like
Might
he
have been
didn't
going-
expect it to cut over like that.
Maybe going for the make. Hayden puts no doubter there.
Sometimes you got to give up on the make and just say, you know what? We need the 2 pins as a team. We need the 3 as a team. Whatever it is. Sometimes you just take the count. Not always, but sometimes you just got to take that
situation like that for sure. It's early. Go for the count.
Got a whole nother game of bowling.
That's his first open, so
Yeah.
doing okay.
Caden hitting them 10 pins now, just leaving them.
Caden Sponsler rings a 10 pin on 6.
Made the last one, I think.
Ian Dave Duke stepping up on lane 5. Good shot by Ian. Ball comes in a little late, leaves a 10 pin.
Caden catches his, covers it up. Wash out on 4. Ian can cover this one up. Looks like Coach made a switch, pulled Thorpe, but
Colin O'Connor.
Colin
strikes
in
on
there.
3, yeah.
looked like it was a good move. Starting off with a strike there.
Hook.
Didn't come back on that one.
Not quite enough there for Ian. Ooh, tough break there for Highland. 4 and out on lane 4. So you got a couple kids looking around here. We got a couple kids not just kind of hanging out. A couple others might be having a little trouble.
looking to double after that spare. Like you said, what, $279? Still available. The bucketless bucket.
Bucketless bucket. 245, lane 4.
Alex covering up the spare.
Good cover by Alex Espia on lane 5. Hayden stepping up, lane 3. Tough break for Hayden. Looks like he made a little adjustment on that lane and maybe got a little bit left a little early. Ball checked up and leaves a 6-7 split.
Speaking of lightning in a bottle, you may not be able to catch it in a bottle, but I do know where you can catch it. When I was at the beach on vacation the one year, it was amazing. Saw this dude out there like towards the night, just pounding spikes into the sand.
Okay.
And there was a storm coming in that night.
Sure.
That next morning he was going out there and he was digging out where the lightning would strike that pole, and it would make glass where the lightning followed down the pole in the water and
no
the
kidding.
sand. Yeah,
Wow.
it was kind of cool.
That's pretty neat.
So he did catch it.
So he was doing that right on the beach there then?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. Never heard that.
I didn't either. And then he'd go and sell it at the shops or something. I
Okay,
think.
so it's just like a random,
Yeah.
they would all be different. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Caden looking to make a spare here. He's able to cover up that spare. 4-8, no problem for him. Highland covers the 10 pin on lane 4.
Ian puts 10 back. Up.
The 6 pin to go late for a strike.
They fell. That's all that matters. As long as they fall. Tough break there for Colin.
All in all, looks like a pretty tight match right now. Spares, I think, are going to be the difference maker, at least through the first game.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's. Well, I mean, Hayden's doing obviously
Hayden
well.
looks, yeah, say he's kind of the standalone right now. Everyone else kind of little hit or miss. Good 7 pin spare there by Alex on lane 6. Colin O'Connor looking to make the 5-7. Very makeable spare for a right-hander.
Got the 1. Got the 5.
Looks like that lane 6 might just be playing a little extra tight. Seeing Caden Sponsor leave a washout over there. Not uncommon for that pair, I can tell you that.
No?
At least on the left side, lane 6 always plays tighter than lane 5. At least by a couple anyway. Hayden with a 3 pin.
Should be a very makeable spare.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, don't want none of those opens in the 10th, that's for sure.
All right, here we go, 10th frame.
That's where the mustard meets the hot dog.
Don't have an exact count, but by looking at the scores of where we stand right now, we have a very close match. Looks like it's a 10 pin match right now. Just kind of look at scores and say Highland's A bowler on 6. You figure he's keeping pace with Hayden, so
right.
those scores pretty much wash each other out. And if you just kind of look at another nice shot there by Highland, lane 6. 2 strikes here, he'll shoot 230. So Highland definitely not going
They're warming
away.
up.
Yeah, putting the strikes on the board when they need to, for sure. Force Wadsworth to at least make their spares. Ball better hook.
Didn't come back that time.
That's two right side spares missed for Ian. May come back to bite him a little bit. Looks.
Oh, it wobbled. It weebled. It wobbled.
Colin gets the wobble on the 4, but doesn't get it to go.
Just like the old school toy. They weeble and they wobble, but they won't fall down.
Incredibly close match right now. Good shot there by Alex. Better hang on. Ooh, just barely makes the 4.
Hey, he's saving those pins for you, Jason. He don't want you to buy new ones every year.
Be all right.
Just gave it a little kiss.
I feel like sometimes when you go into game 2 here, it may almost be better if they don't know what the score is.
Right?
Good shot there by Alex.
Might be better. We've seen it close, and they just
I think
didn't hang on to it as well as they should have.
This is a close match for sure. Wash out there.
He was way out on that one board on lane 6. He was out there.
2-4-10. Hayden puts 10 in the pit. Need Hayden to strike out.
Yep.
To match. Sure. The 232 put up there by Highland's A bowler on 5 and 6. He shot 232. Hayden can strike out for 237. Another one there by Alex.
I tripled it out. 191. Good game.
Wadsworth needed that one. Well, looks like we got some work to do.
Jason's gonna get some cardio. Running down the left side, down 1. You should see him here at any moment. There he goes. We're in the orange with gray sleeves. Caden getting the first strike in the 10th. Hayden getting the other one. Hayden on a double in the 10th. One more there. Give him the 237 like Jason said. Caden looking to get that double on lane 5. Caden puts it back. Puts him at 148. One more strike for Caden, and that'll put him at 158. Caden puts him back. That'll be his 237 that he needed. Stay on pace with the 232 Highland threw over there. Caden get this one, be at 158.
Highland's going to have about a 30-pin lead, it looks like. based on what I'm seeing up there, it looks like Highland may have about a 30-pin lead. We'll find out here real quick once Coach gets us the scores. .807. .804 to .807 is my math.
That
right?
close?
It's going to be close. I don't know that it's quite that close. Just trying to add up some scores here real quick. Some final scores, but
Nobody ran away with it.
no, it's definitely a tight match for sure. So we'll see here.
Might wash out again.
784 to 407, I think, somewhere in there. So about 25 pins, I think, for Highland.
Definitely want to make those up before Baker.
Yeah, it'd be easier to go into Baker, I think, with, with a slight lead, or at least be pretty close to even, which, I mean, we're close there right now, 2 marks. All right, here we go. Game 1 scores. Thor Nagel 156, Nate Wyan 142, Caden Sponsler 158, Hayden Mulmaster 237, Alex Espy 191, Wadsworth shoots 884. For Highland, we have Lucas Les 140, Tyler O'Boy 175, Gracie Dune 169, Thomas Nahok 232, and Gabe Casper 201. Highland shoots 917.
That's a 33-pin difference.
33 pins to
Going
the good
Highland's way.
for Highland. So Wadsworth finds themselves in a little hole here at home after game 1, but nothing that they can't
3 marks.
make up.
3 marks.
Oh, absolutely.
Hayden will put him back. Another strike on the board. Highland going to cover a spare on lane 4. Alex Espy looking to get the spare. He will get that covered. Three pins. It's just a few strikes or a few spares away. Over the length of a game, 10 frames, 5 bowlers, plenty of opportunities and a whole game of bowling left. Caden ends up with a split. Nate hit the pocket. That'll put 10 back. Hopefully he can stay on that line. Got some JV scores.
Yeah, we got some JV scores here for you. Wadsworth, game 1, Deegan 103, Colin 137, Dylan 147, Cody 153, and Anthony 101. JV boys shoot 641. For Highland, we've got Chase at 97, Logan 116, Anthony 133, Ryan 116, and Tyler 86. Highland shoots 5:48.
That'll give Wadsworth a 93-pin lead on JV.
Good start for the JV boys.
Alex Espy picking up the strike. Colin covering up the spare on lane 4.
Game 1. Highland JV 5:48. JV Wadsworth 6:41. For Varsity, Highland 9:17. Wadsworth 8:84.
Hayden throws it down there. Comes across the face a little bit. 7 count. Got the rail on the left side. Colin puts it in the pocket for 10.
All right, here we go. I think the boys know what's at stake here. No reason to press or...
Nope, just bowl your game that you know you can
just
bowl.
bowl your game, make your spares. It's a tough miss there for Hayden on the 247. Not my favorite spare, apparently not his either. So many ways to miss that stupid thing. You put that 9 or the 8 pin back there, it makes it even.
Changes the
Yeah, talk about
changes
that
it.
a lot.
Hayden covering it up. That's
Takes
what we
his
got to
spare.
do is I don't think Highland's going to open the front door, but they might crack the window a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, maybe. I say these guys.
They didn't beat Cuyahoga Falls and Twinsburg by luck.
Yeah, right, yeah. I say playing spoiler with the you know.
Right?
I say you've got the 4 best teams. We'll say the 4 best teams right there in Cuyahoga Falls, Twinsburg, Highland, and Wadsworth. Those are your top 4 right there.
Hayden covering up the spare. Alex putting 10 back again.
Alex able to strike. Good start for him. Definitely good for the boys. Get a couple of these guys striking.
I've seen him get on a run.
Oh yeah.
Seen it.
880, that's, you know, say probably a little below average for them.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they were averaging
I think that
150 or something.
The wild card there, that 150 by Nate, definitely was the game changer of that match for sure. Hopefully Nate can get out of that little funk. It looks like he has. He
Yeah,
goes
starting to hit the pocket now instead of
spare
washing
double,
out.
yeah, to start this game. So hopefully that's a sign of good things to come for him.
Almost knew it.
Another marginal
He
shot.
Turned
yeah,
around and just he knew it.
It's just not. It's not the right ball to be throwing right now. Unfortunately, I don't think.
But got to pick up that spare and keep moving on.
Make the spare. Make an adjustment. I think if he stays in that ball, he just needs to
Move right just a little.
right a little bit. Yeah.
Just a bump. Just a
Not
border.
much, not much.
Just a board.
Just got to get that thing to start up a little quicker. That's all. Yeah, tough break there. It's just not like that shot there. I mean, essentially, you throw your strike shot, right?
Right.
And that ball's just not seeing the lane the way it needs to.
Back from the battery change. Colin throwing a strike in between there.
Yeah, for whatever it's worth, don't buy Amazon batteries. Looks like Colin made a ball change, gets that one a little right, oversees it.
They got it in the pocket that time. There's that 10 pin this time, though.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of moving left and trying to fire the ball right at the pocket. And I think that's kind of the result. The ball's not creating enough angle going into the pins and leave that half 10 like he just did there. Needs to get into a ball that's going to create a little more
angle on
angle
that
down lane. Yeah, for sure. Good cover there by Caden. We just talked about that spare, how many times, different ways you can chop that thing, and he almost did. Kind of looks like you're going to cover it no problem, and then all of a sudden you kind of leave that.
And then you're like, there's one sitting there.
Yeah.
Colin looking to get a turkey. We're on lane 3. That'll do it.
Colin, that'll get the boys going here.
Looks like he caught a little bit of Texas gold. Fuego.
Good shot there by the leadoff bowler for Highland. He's got a clean game going so far through 4 frames. Alex Espy.
Looked like a good hit.
Yeah.
Left that 7.
Throwing it good. 7 pin, a little late.
Highland got that 5 in a row with the anchor over there.
That's going to be the game changer right now. If Wadsworth can't get anybody to keep up with that guy, they're going to be a little hard pressed to get this win here. Good shot by Hayden.
Hang on.
Tough break there.
Alex opens on that 7. The left-handed 10 pin, even though it's a...
Just got around that one a little bit quick, trying to shoot at it instead of keeping his hand a little flat, at least from back here. How it looked. Caden making a ball change. He crosses over, leaves a 5 pin. All right, Nate able to strike on lane 6.
That'll help the cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Wadsworth needs to get it going. Highland, I mean, they're doing what they need to do. Come in here and show these guys they ain't afraid to bowl with them in their own center, you know what I mean?
Like you said, some of them were coming here practicing.
Yeah, oh yeah. And anything you can do to get in the psyche a little bit of the other team. Now they obviously want to win just as bad as the home team does, right? And they're coming in.
They know. I'm sure their coach told them how important it is.
Absolutely.
Washout
Tough
for Alex.
break there by Alex. Leaves a washout. These guys are staying out of trouble, making their spares. And can't ask for anything more than that if you're the coach. Awful quiet in here. You can kind of.
Yeah, it is.
Nice spare by Alex. Way to save count there. Looking for 6 in a row. Crosses over, leaves a 6 pin. Cody Barrett with a nice spare over there on lane 7. For the JV team. Keeping her glued here on 3 through 6. I believe, talking to the coach, if Highland were to pull off the win here, these guys will be tied.
Yeah, 110 to 110.
As far as points go, yeah.
And then it all come down to the postseason tournament.
Postseason, yeah. Wadsworth has one more conference match. I believe is what they've got.
Yeah.
Nordonia, yep. And then at least at home.
Yeah, you said Tuesday is Nordonia.
Yeah, that
Here.
match got moved. Yep, that was supposed to be last Tuesday. It got moved to next Tuesday.
24th, they got Hudson's JV only.
Okay.
This weekend, Saturday, they go to Columbus for the Lincoln Lions Baker Challenge. Then Stowe Wednesday at Colony, the 29th. So yeah, they got Stowe here.
Oh yeah, yep.
29th of January. And then it's the Suburban League Championship after that.
All right. Yeah, so things are winding down as far as regular season goes. Hard to believe it's almost here, the end of the regular season already.
Almost. I know. It seemed like we just started.
Feels like we just started. Yeah, we had that long break right around the holidays. A lot of away matches to start the season.
Yes.
You know, our home matches were kind of all bunched up there in January. We only had two home matches in February or in December. Most of them, I think, here in January.
I don't know if they're eating into that 33-point
Yeah, kind of hard
deficit
to say right now. I mean, they're striking, but Highland, you know, they got a couple guys out there putting some strikes on the board, especially 5 and 6. Pretty big scores, and their leadoff guy really on 4. So Wadsworth's definitely hanging around for sure. I mean, again, I don't know. It's so hard to tell at this point. Aiden crossing over for a strike. It's a rare Brooklyn. .1530. It's a half 10 on lane 5.
definitely turning out to be that match we were expecting.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There was, Alex, tough break for Alex. Throws a gutter on a spare. See if he can clean this up here for us on lane 6.
I'd say that's going to leave a mark. But
it's going to
wrong
leave some,
pun.
wrong
Pun.
maybe the wrong pun, unless he can get a spare here.
Could get a spare.
Highland.
Help for next frame anyway.
Couple tough leaves here for Highland. We got the missed 10 pin on 5. Ooh, looking to convert the
Hey,
split.
gets the spare.
Alex makes a spare. He breathing a pretty big sigh of relief there, I'd say.
Right?
Absolutely.
Coach is not a fan of the gray board.
Still one open for, ooh, tough break there. So all of a sudden here with about 3 frames to go, things looking a little different for Highland. Got that missed 10 pin on 5. Now we're looking at a 3-4-7-10 on 5 by Highland.
Hayden
Good
putting
shot
it in
by
there for
Hayden.
a turkey.
Puts up a triple. Colin O'Connor crosses over for 7. Let's see what Highland does here on lane 5. Looking for the spare, gets 1. 183. And the 7th, it looks like, for Highland.
Nate comes across the face a little bit, leaves a rail on the right side.
Again, a pretty close match here. 1590s to a small 1600 for Highland, it looks like. Just kind of looking at the score totals again. So Wadsworth probably still down about that 30, I'd say 30 to 50 pins, probably somewhere in there with a couple frames to go.
You never know. 10th frame
Nope.
could make it, could break
Oh
you.
yeah. Wadsworth, just like I said, you just got to make their spares here. Nothing, you don't have to press or get, you know, kind of stay loose, make a good shot, see what you get, make your spare. Highland steps up and strikes on lane 6. Ooh, tough break there for their C bowler on lane 3. So she goes back-to-back splits.
Good ball by Hayden. Solid 7 though. The stone 7.
The ball just never really made a move to the pocket.
Alex putting a split up there.
See what Alex can do with this split here. Good cover by Hayden. Very makeable. Stand right. Definitely got to get the ball going toward the gutter. Get it to come in a little bit behind that 2-pin. Shoot that 2-pin across the lane. Ball should take out the 8 in the back. And of course the 4-7. He's got the right idea. Ball just,
good run at it.
yeah, it was the right idea. I think if he was a little farther right to start, that would have, you know, he had the right idea though. Problem with that spare is when you go at it, you know, with that 8-pin back there and with the 9-pin, you know, you have to create angle.
Right.
You have to get the ball to come in on some angle because it has to cover that pin in the back. If you don't have any angle,
Then, yeah, you're just hitting the other 3 and that one just hangs out there.
yeah, you're going to leave the sleeper back there every time. Good break there for Nate.
Had to give him a 4-bagger. No, 3-bagger.
So
Looking at Caden's score here.
Caden's
He got the
looking to roll the
4-bagger.
2. He does.
He got the 4-bagger.
Good break there for Wadsworth. Definitely needed that. Lane 6 recorded a gutter. Of course, that's not correct for Nate. They need to do a score correction down there.
Caden throwing down 3. Got that one.
So pretty good turnaround this game for Nate. He had 2 opens there in the 4th and 5th. Otherwise, he stayed clean. In the back half of the game, he's got looking for 6 strikes out of 7 possible. Let's see what he does here on this last shot. He's got the right idea. As you see, like we were talking earlier, he bumped right. The ball's getting that ball to start up a little quicker in the friction.
And it's going right in the pocket, right at the right angle.
Pocket. So it was a good adjustment for him on the back half of that game to salvage a 2-12. The team definitely needed that. See, we've got Mason freed in now. Not sure he's coming in cold. Ooh, he gets the strike.
Didn't seem to bother him. He didn't seem to bother coming in cold. He's like, I got this.
Definitely the late substitution worked out there. Let's see if he can get 2 more for us. Highland's leadoff bowler, 5 and 6, shoots .203. their two bowlers on 5 and 6. Pretty good game there. Wadsworth has to have a couple to match it. Goes high again, leaves the 4-pin that time.
Not a bad hit though for coming in cold.
No, absolutely. 20 of the possible 30 pins, so obviously you want them all, but make this spare here. And I think everybody was ready to cheer on that one.
You just heard it drop in the room.
Can't throw it much better than that. Tough break there for Colin O'Connor. 8-pin.
Pick it up and get another ball.
Oh yeah, absolutely. His 203.
Caden comes in behind it. Washout.
Looks like a spare there for Mr. O'Connor. That's good. See what he can do here.
He can match that 203 if he gets a strike here.
Yep. 230.
.242 for Highland on lane 5.
Yeah, it's incredibly tight right now.
Caden gave it a run.
Needed
to
that.
go.
Definitely needed that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what the scoreboard says. We got Colin finishing up his 10th frame here. Almost looked like he had an issue there on the approach. It was a little hard to tell from this vantage point with the kids down there, but it looked like he almost stuck or something when he was going to slide. Got 7, so 200 for him.
Good game, solid.
Solid 200, yeah. A couple extra 200s up there this game for Wadsworth, which is good. They need it because Highland also.
Yeah, they came out.
They've got a couple big scores on the board already. 240. It's like a 242, 203. Wadsworth has 1, 2, 3 200s up there to Highland's 2. So probably making up a couple pins. Ball better hook. And it doesn't.
Tough break in the 10th.
That's a tough break there. Wadsworth really needs him to make this spare.
Yes, sir.
It's a tough one to make if you're left-handed, for sure. Go after the 2. It's the right
your pin
idea.
count.
You shoot 190, 205. Four 200s and a 167 up there for Wadsworth. So definitely a lot better this game than the first game. Highland also bowling better, so we'll see where we're at. Like about 1,800, give or take, for Wadsworth. Small 1,800. possibly for Highland. So. All right, looks like we got some scores here after game 2 for the Varsity. Man, things are incredibly tight, like we were talking there, Johnny.
Incredibly.
Colin O'Connor with a 200, Nate Wyan 212, Caden Sponsler 200, Hayden Mulmaster 205, and Alex Espy subbed out for a 167. Wadsworth shoots 1868 for their 2-game individual score. Highland, game 2, we've got Tyler with a 156, Gracie with a 155, Thomas with a 203, Gabe with a 242, and Davis 189. Highland after
tight.
2,
That is
1862.
That's a 6-pin difference.
6 pins.
So they made 39 pins that game.
Wadsworth gained 39, takes a 6-pin lead after 2 games going into
Baker.
Baker.
It's all down to Bakers, baby. 3 Baker games to determine. It's tight.
Like we said, it's definitely a tight match for sure. Looks like
and 2 years ago they tied. We don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, it's a very close match.
It is exciting when it happens. So.
Oh, absolutely.
But you don't want it to happen.
Yeah. All eyes are on 3 and 4 for sure. JV just finished up their second game. We're going to get those scores to you as soon as
they
we
were
get
ahead
them.
by 90.
They were up by 96
pins.
or 90, 90 some. So hopefully they kept that lead going. We'll see here in a second, but get ready to watch a pretty exciting Baker match on 3 and 4
I bet you it gets
for
loud.
sure. Oh, absolutely.
It's gonna get loud.
It's on 3! 1, 2, 3, Grizzly!
Six pins separates 3 Baker games. By the 2 top teams in the conference.
Varsity scores after game 2.
1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3, Hornets!
1862. Wadsworth 1868.
Here's where the rubber meets the road or the ball meets the alley, however you want to look at it. You thought Bakers were exciting before? They're about to get really exciting. Got some scores for JV coming up.
All right, we're waiting on JV scores here. Looks like Coach Heidi's filling them in right now, so we'll give her a chance to do that. We'll get you caught up on JV, but right now, all the action is on 3 and 4. These guys are in a 6-pin battle. 3 games of Baker.
Starting off strong.
Mason Freed starts them off striking.
Mason. Highland answers back.
Highland right there with them.
No free lunch here.
Colin O'Connor looking for the
9
strike.
count.
Brings a
Left
10.
the 10 pin.
All right, scores for the JV boys real quick. We've got Deegan at 97, Colin at 140, Dylan 118, Aiden 61, and Cody 172. Wadsworth shoots a collective 2-game score of 12-29. Highland game 2, we have Ryan with a 125, Gio with a 109, Logan with a 109, Anthony 70, Jared 101. Highland shoots a 2-game collective score of 1,062.
Puts the boys Wadsworth JV team ahead by 167 going into Bakers.
167. So it looks like JV as of right now, they're sitting pretty good. Again, we're going to say it again.
Focus on 3 and 4.
6-pin difference right here, 3 and 4, folks. Wadsworth with a slim lead.
Highland opened the window a little bit.
Yeah, Highland was up 33 after game 1. Wadsworth snuck in there.
Nate gets the late fall for a 9 count.
Took 39 back. So.
See what happens here. Bakers separates it. It's where you need the whole team to come together. That's how you stretch it along.
Man, I'll tell you what, the way things are going, just standing here watching, the way this match started.
I know.
It was, it's been so quiet. Everybody like a little on pins and needles, not quite sure what to expect.
They're not even doing the yeah babies or nothing.
But I'm telling you.
I think they are dead serious down there. Oh, there we go. Get them pumped up, Nate. Highland looking to get their spare, covers it up. Caden going up to the lane, looking to monopolize on a strike and 2 spares. Right behind it, a little washout, rail on the left side.
Oh, did they? Okay. All right. Okay.
Highland strikes. Need to stay clean, get your spare.
I'll take care of it for you. They're probably they're all blocked. They're behind that big why you can't see it.
All right, a little scoring snafu over there on 7 and 8. Got that squared away.
All squared away.
Might have heard me talking. I think my mic was on. So what do we got here? Close match.
It's close. Need to get this spare, that's for sure.
Highland 48 in the 3rd, strike in the 4th.
Did just open and
Gutter
threw
in
a gutter,
the
the
1st
gray
ball,
board
the
on
5th.
him.
Oh, tough break there. 56 in the 3rd for Wadsworth, just opened in the 4th there. So kind of left the door open a little bit.
Yeah, he's throwing that 1 board out there, isn't he?
65 to 68. Highland with a 2-pin lead in the match. 1 frame ahead here. See what Hayden can do. A strike here would be huge with Highland.
Yeah.
Throwing a gutter there in the 1st ball of the 5th. Try to get some count back. Ball better hook.
Hit it.
I think it's time for a ball change for him. Highland
Pull out
catches the
another one
break.
of those weapons he's got, huh? He's got a few of them.
He's got a couple. Need him to make this spare here. See what he can do. Good cover.
Stay clean. Got the 1 open. They've got an open. They're sitting on a double now.
Highland doubles.
Putting the pressure.
That's going to force Wadsworth to strike here if they want to stay with them. That's in. Crosses over.
That'll do it. Doesn't matter how they fall, they just got to fall.
The great thing is when you look up at the scoreboard, it's still an X.
That's right.
Still an X. Ball never saw it. Gets 8.
Yeah.
Good break on the 8 count. Could have been a lot worse than that for sure. Wadsworth needs another double here, another strike here. Sorry, to double.
Put that double in there.
To stay with them. If they don't strike, they're going to go down 20. Looking for it. Oh.
Tough break.
I think he felt like that was going in the drink.
Right?
Ball saw a little friction, stood up, rolled at the pocket, but just didn't have anything left on it. Ball was done hooking by 30 feet.
Highland definitely like to have this spare. I'm sure they would.
2-5 spare here should be pretty easy for them. Oh, good cover. Close to being a chop, but was
almost.
Not.
But like you said, let's look at the score.
Hey, that's all that matters. Don't matter how you made it, as long as you made it. Give it some help.
That ball died too, just like you said. It just ran out of juice. Yep. Started turning, and it was like, that's all I got.
No reason to hang your head here. Just forget about that. We need to just start them back up.
Back on that strike train.
So Nate's having some trouble with his hand just about after every shot. Looks like he's looking at his thumb. Not sure what's going on there.
Coach gave him some tape out of the locker before he started. Try and cover up that war wound.
What's he got? A blister?
I believe so.
Yeah, from a little bit of bowling.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I know Hayden was talking about it a little while ago about the kids practicing a bunch, which there's nothing wrong with practice, but
don't overdo it.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it for sure. That's all right. They got their spare. That's the start. Down 30, about 37. Highland can shoot 196 here with a strike in the fill ball. Wadsworth can shoot 193 if they strike out, but they got to strike, and there's the first one. So they would give up 3.
Don't want to give up too many.
Yeah, we need the first one.
We'll see if Hayden went ahead and made that ball switch.
Need 1 before you can get 3.
See if he's sticking with the gray one, or is he switching balls up there?
193, possibility of a tie. We need the first strike here. Let's see what Hayden can do. Said he made a ball change?
I don't know. I was trying to look.
He's throwing the same ball. Yep. Ooh, that's in. And they paid for it. And here's that spare. All right, so Wadsworth is going to go down 20.
He's got to pick this up for sure. Trying to hang on to as much as you can.
Spare. Could be a little more than 20 if he doesn't make this spare. I just feel like something crazy is going to happen at some point.
Somebody's going to break away.
Like I was kind of saying a little bit ago. It's like nice cover.
Good cover.
Right on that edge, the tension, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And the whole entire building and everything, it's just like...
It's a buzz.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to come down to the last game, probably the last couple frames. Something big is going to happen. Not sure what. Just the way it feels in here. It's just a different feeling. Looks like the JV boys, they're plugging right along. Highland not really doing much over there on 7 and 8 right now.
Looks like they got some opens on there.
A few opens for each team, but Wadsworth.
Yeah, they strung together 3 strikes on the JV there.
All right, Hayden.
Baby strikes it.
173 to 193.
That's a 14-point swing.
14 pins. Highland back on top by 14 with 2 more games to go.
2 Bakers to go. Said it before, Baker 14 in the big lead. 6 wasn't either.
Plus 14. 14, yeah.
Definitely a back and forth match. You can't ask for anything better than that.
No.
It's kind of like watching a football game. You don't want to blow out the national championship game. I don't think anybody wanted to see what they saw, but
Well, they wanted to
not
see
talking
Ohio
about
State win.
No, yeah, I'm not talking about that. I mean, we are in Ohio, so. All right, Mason starts them off.
Mason getting them pumped.
Yeah, you kind of want to see a close,
Yeah.
kind of expecting to see a close game. I didn't get to watch any of that thing till about
I didn't watch
after the first half, and I'm like, I mean, they tried to come back. They got something going, but man, I tell you though,
You can only do so much.
that's a whole different football game if he made that field goal.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, they're national champions, and Wadsworth looking to take home a championship too here. So crossover and
strike. Like you said,
All right,
don't look at it. Just look up at the scoreboard.
quick double.
Take a double.
If I'm on lane 4, I'm not happy about it, but hey, it happens, right?
I don't care if I throw 300 across the face like that. You know why?
Yeah, if you throw-
Still 300.
If you got 5 or 6 of them crossing over, you better just stick with it at that point. Yeah, I wouldn't be changing much.
No, don't change anything. It's hitting it every time.
That's right.
Nate, come in a little light.
Yeah.
Got the 9 count. Pick up the spare. Still got the double.
Double 9. Let's see what Highland does here on lane 4. Oh, that's going to go through the.
That did it. That was tight in there.
That was in there. Frozen rope line. Expecting that ball to hook a little. It didn't. It laid there the whole time.
Yeah, you look like with the spin on
Yeah,
it. It was like, oh, that's
yeah.
gonna go, and it was like, no,
Yeah.
just did.
One
Alright, cover it up.
One advantage to being a little bit of a spinner. You need some friction, and where he was, there was none. 6
That one
count
came
there.
across.
Tough spare here. See how he goes about making it. Wadsworth JV boys shoot 134 their first game. Highland looking at 78 in the 9th. The 8 count up in the 10th. Caden Sponsor looking for a strike. He gets
10 in the pit, baby. 10 in the pit. Anybody hungry? Because that looks like barbecue to me. 10 in the
minimizing
pit.
damage there. Oh, he makes it. You can see right there the ball. We were talking about that 9 pin back there.
That hidden pin. Just waiting back there laughing.
Yep.
Six plus 6 is 12.
69 to 76. Wadsworth has the count.
Highland's not going away.
Highland ain't going anywhere. Hayden flirting with the gutter.
There
He
he
finds
goes.
the pocket. Five frames. 4
Tight.
strikes for each team. The difference is a 6 count and a 9 count. Ooh, baby split. Very makeable. Let's see what they do here. Mason Freed stepping
Looking
up.
for that 3-bag turkey.
That's got a chance.
That'll do it.
He struck.
Looks like they're coming alive here.
We're starting to figure it out. It's either now or never. I'm afraid to say.
Oh,
Break
just
there
missed
for
it.
Highland. But that's what this match has come down to, like we were just talking earlier, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be those little pins. That's what it's been this whole match. Those little pins like that. Hook.
Nope, didn't come
All right.
across enough.
Caught a break. Caught a break there. Caught a good break.
Make it a makeable spare instead of an ugly, sloppy mess.
Yeah. Now we've got the baby split on the left side by Highland. So they go back-to-back splits. Again, very makeable. You can either shoot the 2-pin into the 7 or take them both out with the ball, which is probably the best way to shoot it.
Chopped. Good
break
chopped
there.
it on 3. Just missed it, just to the outside.
Nice cover there. See what Wadsworth does here. They need a strike here to stay on top. It's like Nate's throwing a phase 2. Oh, he dropped that one.
Oh yeah, you heard that hit heavy.
Oh, and he kept it. Great.
He's giggling, he's laughing.
Yeah.
He's like, he knows what happened. He's like, oh, I totally dropped that.
Yeah, he definitely dropped that one for sure.
Oh, gotta love when those happen. You're like, still good though. Still good.
Highland stays right with him, so 11-pin lead for Wadsworth right now. Down 14 total. Up by 11 in the match, in the game, I'm sorry. Takes us to 3 pins. 2 frames to go. Caden looking for a strike. He
Got
gets
it.
the 4-pin to fall. See what Highland does here. All right. Need to cover his spare. Stay close. This is a big shot on lane 3 for Hayden. Not sure if he knows it or not. He doesn't know how to keep score. We've talked about that.
Yeah,
so
we were in here. I asked him for a score sheet and he handed me one for league. I was like, no.
when you talk about knowing how to keep score or not, like you need to know how to keep score, but this
Right
might
now.
actually be a good thing that he doesn't.
Right, just don't look.
Just don't think about it.
Just know you need
yeah.
2 more of those.
Quick,
2 more of those.
Hit.
You need 2 more of those.
One more, yeah, one more of those. For right now, one more.
1 more.
Don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. Highland not going away, they're striking. See, the thing with Highland is, you notice, they're making spares. We talk about it. I mean, they've got guys striking, but when they're leaving spares, for the most part,
They're getting them.
they're making them. They're not getting in trouble. That's the big thing. I mean, we saw some washouts and some things like that early on, but for the most part,
You got to
staying
cover
out
it
of
up
trouble,
and keep
yeah,
going.
making their spares. And even here, baby split, they were able to convert that. That was big. You're looking at this match.
Yeah, especially
keeping
at that point in the game.
Yeah, keeping themselves right close there. It's a 9 count. See what Hayden's got here for us. This is the shot. We need this one right here.
That's the one.
Gets it. Takes a little pressure off. One more.
Now 1 more.
Highland's gonna spare up here for 204. Wadsworth can shoot 245. Hayden
That'd be
strikes
huge.
one more time.
That'd be huge.
That'll be a 41 pin.
Don't want to rest on that though.
No,
You gotta keep going.
Again, we're down to 20 some pin
Well, they had
swing.
14 leads, so
Highland up 14. Wadsworth looking to cap off this game with a 245 to Highland's 204.
about a
To
26
41 pins. Highland's up by 14.
26.
26 pins. Need them all here. Oh! The hit is 7.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're here for
That's
right there.
a match. One more Baker game.
One more match. This will go down in the record books as the match of the season.
The match of the season.
Coach down there talking to the guys.
It was 26 pins, right? They had 14. 27 pins?
27 pins.
27 pins.
27 pins with one game to go.
It's not a huge lead, but any lead's a good lead.
Yes. Got to feel better playing with the lead for sure. Highland, just stick to the game plan. Make your spares.
Oh, that was a good ball.
8. How you doing?
Lefty 8.
Highland with the strike. I would say at this point, Highland on their good lane.
Yeah.
Wadsworth not. Looks like lane 3's probably been the better lane, I'm guessing just by the scores. Hang on.
All right. Spare. Keep going. Oh,
Good break there.
good break on that, getting that late fall on that split.
Alex Espy in the game. Wheels. Ooh, crosses over.
Crossing.
He's made a ball change. Not sure what he's throwing, but did switch balls.
Highland covering it spare. Staying clean. Stay clean.
JV's locked in a close match. Highland 62 in the 5th. Wadsworth 69 in the 6th. So pretty close. I'm sorry, got that backwards. Wadsworth, 62 in the 5th. Spare in the 6th. Highland 69 in the 6th on an open. Wadsworth with about a 20-pin lead.
They had a good lead over them.
Yeah, but all the focus right now, again, 3 and 4. 27 pins. Nate, there's 10 in the pit. Highland looking at a 2-pin. Started off with a strike. They got a pair of spares.
Highland just keeps covering them up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just like they have been.
What you need to do.
Wadsworth wouldn't mind a double here from Caden.
39 to 38. Wadsworth with the advantage. Down by 1. Caden Sponsler deals.
Oh, through the nose.
And a nasty split.
You got to get that pin count and hope you cover it back up, because I don't know if going for
3,
it's worth
4,
it.
6, 7. Oh. And Highland gives it right back to him.
Right? Nobody wants it.
Gives it right back. Man, I'm telling you,
Nobody wants it.
nobody wants it. See if Caden can cover this up here. He's going for it. He's got it. Nice. Woo, baby. Great shot by Caden Sponsler.
Nice cover.
That might be the shot of the match. If that saves this match,
All right.
see what Highland does. It's very makeable. Oh,
No.
oh. He
Almost.
got the
He
wobble on the
almost-
10.
I know, he had the wobble.
Actually had the messenger coming off the sideboard, but it hit the other pin coming across. So 2 opportunities there. Unfortunately, didn't get the 10 to go. So fourth frame open for Highland, 64 in the fourth for them. Wadsworth 58 in the third. 77 in the fourth for Wadsworth. So. All right,
Highland getting a strike there.
Back on the strike train.
Definitely want to stay clean at this point at minimum.
Oh yeah. Just don't want to get in trouble. I mean, obviously you saw what Caden did there. Got to try to minimize stuff like that. Lucky for Wadsworth. Highland gave it right back. Crossing over. No, doesn't get the 9.
Mason can capitalize on this spare.
Gets it right. Ball checked. Half 10.
Left at 10.
Ooh, Highland misses the 9. Well, if you're Wadsworth, you don't want to. By no means is that a gimme. Got to make this 10 pin. They're bringing in Ian. Had a little trouble early in the match making pins on the right side. So
right. Is easier with the lefty though.
Might be a little surprised. It is definitely easier for sure. I would say might be surprised with this move, but I'm not. It's because he is left-handed. At some point he's going to make them. You have to hope. Oh, and he misses to the right.
Just to the right.
It didn't work out for Wadsworth, but again, Highland just missed a 9 pin, so when you think about it that way, I mean, they didn't give up anything. It's just they didn't gain anything either. You're still leaving the door open for Highland to get on a run.
Yeah, it's still got
and steal it from these guys.
4 frames to go. So
right. Alex Espy lets it wheel. That right there could be trouble.
They sub out again. Go to a righty.
If it's me, I am. If you have somebody, I mean, if you have somebody that can shoot that, I'm definitely putting a right-hander in. It looks like Coach is doing the same thing. He's got the right idea. Colin O'Connor coming in. Just got to get the ball going away from the pins, you know what I mean? Colin's got a lot of forward roll and not much rotation, so it's not going to be good. Get 2.
Got the 2.
All right. He's got 2.
Highland on the strike, looking to double.
So we've got a.
This is a match again.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a match. It's 2 pins. Wadsworth with a 2-pin lead, and they're 1 frame behind. So if they strike here, Highland's on a strike in the 8th. Wadsworth looking to strike in the 8th.
9 count.
Highland with the 9 count. So let's see what Nate does here. Get there. Oh, he
got
it. All right. All right, we got ourselves a 2-pin match. 2-pin game.
Exactly what we were talking about. It's something.
It's like the Cardiac Kids, right?
Where's Brian Sipe at? I know he was in here.
JV boys just finished up their 2nd Baker game. Wadsworth shoots 115, Highland 103. So Wadsworth JV boys still plugging away down there, adding to their lead. They're well out in front, over 100, with 1 game to go in Baker. So you got to think they're winning. Sponsler crosses over, puts a double on the board. That might just do it if they can stay clean. Yeah, that double is going to be hard. You're down 40. Your opponent just doubled going into the 10th.
But they're not going away.
They need them all. They definitely need them all. You got to put the pressure on Wadsworth. Let them know you're still there. Make them fill frames. Saw it. We got Hayden stepping up in the 4th. Or in the 4th. I'm looking at lane 4. He's stepping up in the 10th.
In the 4th.
Yeah.
No tension there.
Yeah, no. see what Hayden does. He gets this first one, and the match is over. Oh,
That'll do it.
there it is, right there, baby. Way to go,
That's
Wadsworth.
going to be a W.
That pretty much seals it up for the Wadsworth home team. Man, Highland, I'll tell you what, buddy.
They put it on. They brought it.
They brought it. And they let these guys know that we ain't afraid of you.
We'll see you in the postseason
They'll
tournament.
be in the
That's for
postseason.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I'm sure these teams will see a little more of each other even this season and next season
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Awfully exciting. Wadsworth defending their turf. No flag planting going on here.
The flag planting.
Hayden gets another one. Congratulations to the Wadsworth boys. They stay undefeated in the conference.
It's a heck of a season.
Yeah, awesome by these guys. Highland, man, nothing to hang your heads about these guys. They did their job. They absolutely did their job. A couple tough breaks, and that's really what it was. You know, a couple breaks goes Wadsworth's way. Highland maybe doesn't get a break or two, but still, nothing to be ashamed of, man.
No.
Awesome job by both teams. That's why we play the game, though, for sure.
Makes it more fun than a blowout.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, 2:03 for Wadsworth final game. Highland shoots 172. Wadsworth's going to end up winning by
Let's find
70?
out here.
Close to 70, but I'll tell you what.
3 minus 172. That's 31 plus the 27. That's 58
Yeah.
58 pin win.
58 pins, and boy, I'll tell you, it was a lot closer than that, for sure.
Absolutely.
Great bowling by those guys. See what's going on over here in JV land. They've got about they got a half a
fourth
game.
frame.
Yeah, half a game to go.
Almost
so we'll catch
halfway
them.
through. Looks like Highland had a double in there before
Yep.
second and third
See if they
frame.
can't get a couple pins back from the Grizzlies here. Tough break there for the Grizzlies. They put one in the gutter, double. So he goes one gutter in the fourth frame. Third frame.
Few gutters in there.
So 17 in the third for Wadsworth. Highland 73 in the fourth.
They coming after all of them, huh?
73 in the fifth, yeah.
Coming after all the pins in one game.
Highland puts a couple marks up there, all of a sudden you might have a match.
All right.
All right, we got some finals here for you for the Varsity boys. Baker game 1 for Wadsworth, 173. Baker game 2, 245. And Baker game 3, 203. They shoot a Baker total of 621. A total individual team score of 1868 and a match total of 2489. For Highland, we've got game 1 Baker of 193, Baker game 2, 204, and game 3, 172. You shoot a Baker total of 569, total individual score of 1862, and a match total of 2431.
And like
a
we
difference
said, 58 pins.
of 58 pins.
Pow, pow.
Looks like right now, JV up by 200. JV boys, Wadsworth. This is Wadsworth. They're up by 218. So
I don't know if Highland can make up that much.
yeah, even if Highland goes on a run, they're not going to make that up in one game. But still, you get some of those back, makes you feel good.
Right? Doesn't mean
Right?
stop.
Absolutely. So, Wadsworth, they're not going away though. They're
They
gonna
just
keep
doubled
striking
up,
down
too.
there.
They said,
Yeah,
"We're
just
gonna do
doubled." So they're looking to add some more.
Pile them on. Pile
Pile
the
'em
points.
on. Man, we want to thank John Bernard again from WCTV.
John Bernard, my hero.
Allowing us to do this. Sure, we get some viewership out there in WCTV land. They broadcast this on their local channel here in town. They also,
And you can find it online.
yeah, they upload it.
WCTV, Boys Bowling.
Yeah, I believe it's uploaded to their Facebook page and YouTube. I think they upload it to their YouTube page as well. So anytime you're looking to see some Wadsworth bowling, check out WCTV. You can find all that action there, along with any other high school sports. Pretty sure they put that stuff out there.
Yes, sir.
Well, Johnny, that was a fun one. Like
That
I said,
was.
that was definitely a nail biter.
We had a feeling it was gonna be.
Yeah, I was expecting it to come down to like maybe the 10th frame, and we needed a double.
Right?
It didn't quite happen, but I'll tell you, that was a great match. Either way, one or two breaks there, like I said.
Could have went the other
Neither
way
team
too.
really wanted it. Those couple opens, it's like
Those are the ones you got to make.
shaping up to be a pretty interesting finish. Hayden stepped up in the 10th and just,
It's gonna be
Locked it up
exciting when
for
they
him.
go to sectionals too.
yeah, it's too bad we can't travel.
Right?
Do a little video action on the road, but sure, Coach likes to put. He's got the Wadsworth Bowling page on Facebook, so I'm sure they'll be uploading information that way as well.
Oh,
as,
yeah.
Hayden's mom,
She always puts up the Facebook.
she
Live.
She goes Facebook Live, so
Yeah, I commentate with her sometimes on there.
I believe it's Nicole Dawn maybe
Yes.
on Facebook.
Nicole Dawn.
So you can look her up if you're interested in watching.
Friend her, and then you can watch live bowling as well.
Yeah, you can catch some of their live action. And Masuda, I believe Audrey Masuda's mom does some Facebook Live, but I think that's more with the girls.
Right, right.
So, but still, you're going to have both. So if you want to see some boys, you look toward Nicole Dawn on Facebook. If you want to watch the girls, definitely check out Masuda. Getting down to the 10th frame here for JV boys. Highland looking at 94 in the 8th. Wadsworth 89.
Yeah, they brought it back a little bit, so
Yeah,
it
a
wasn't
little bit.
looking as bleak.
I don't think Wadsworth is not going to give up any pins though.
No, not 200.
Well, we're going to wrap things up again. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Man, what a match, John.
Absolutely. Look forward to another one.
Yep, we'll see you back here,
Nordonia.
Nordonia, next Tuesday. Varsity only. I believe we'll have boys and girls in action.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Wadsworth staying undefeated in the conference.
Stays undefeated in the conference. They moved to, I believe, 9-1.
Yep, Worcester
Overall.
beat them one time.
8-0 in the conference. Or 9-0. 9-0 in the conference. 9-1 overall. All right.
All right.
Again, thank you for joining us. Catch you back here next Tuesday with Nordonia.
Stay warm.
So long, everybody.